wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. 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 The seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. 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 I am a lucky one.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. I'm your host and my name is Mary Cynthia. With me here in the studio are
Stephanie Batlomi.
and
Kenneth Kwafanuti.
okay. Now Speedy Talk is our show where we take up issues affecting the youth, break them down quickly and also give you room to share your opinions. Today on the show our focus is love enough to keep marriage going? That is our focus today on the show. Okay, so if you are listening to us right now and you want to be part of this conversation, you can call us on 090-3648-5868. That is 090-3648-5868 to share your opinion on our topic, is love enough? Okay, so Stephanie, let's start with you. Do you think love alone can sustain a marriage without other factors like, let's say, trust, respect, and communication?
Well, I do not think that love alone is enough.
Okay.
Yeah, there are several other aspects to look into that must be considered. Yes, in a family before you even marry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so love shouldn't just be the basic, even though it's very important.
Yeah.
Yes, love, it should be the first thing to look at anyway. Because I feel you should be physically attracted to someone, yes, and then you should have feelings for someone in order to live with a person, but you should also look at other things.
Okay. All right. Thus, you're saying the love alone cannot sustain marriage without other factors, like I mentioned, trust, respect, and communication. Well, how do you think these factors actually impact love, making it not enough in a marriage? How do you think it impacts marriages?
Yeah, there are a lot of factors involved on why love alone cannot sustain a family, a marriage, so to say. Because there's this saying that a bird and a fish can actually fall in love, but where would they live? So that makes you to begin to think. So this thing is not just all about love.
Okay.
There are other things that must be put in place for marriage to strive. For instance, marriage comes with challenges.
Yeah.
So by the time you begin to face challenges in marriage, will your love still stand? Will love alone still be able to hold you? Okay, yeah, you mentioned respect, you mentioned other factors, you mentioned actually you love someone, but then in a situation, if you love someone anyway, you should be able to respect the person, you should be able to be there for the person. But in a situation whereby you don't have respect for the one you love, and then I don't think that relationship or marriage it's going to strive anymore.
Okay. All right. So how about you, Kenneth? What do you think? Do you think love alone can sustain a marriage without other factors like trust, respect, and communication?
Well, in as much as love is a vital component in a relationship or marriage,
Yeah.
it cannot stand on its own.
Okay.
Just like she said, there are other components that will make that love be stronger,
Yeah.
such as you say communication. If we don't have enough, the communication in that love is not enough.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's not going to hold water.
Okay. So, there's also trust, and I don't know, there's some extent to which you trust someone, right, before you marry them. So definitely there has to be trust before you marry someone. When people say other factors like trust and communication and all of that, does it mean that there wasn't already communication and trust before getting into that marriage, or is it something that you develop in a marriage, or does it have to be there before you actually marry someone?
Even before you get married, communication has to, if you're, let's say for instance, you're in a relationship and communication is not there, how would our relationship grow?
Okay.
Communication is very vital.
Yeah.
Just as love itself. If you don't, for instance, say, you're dating someone, the person is far away in Abuja, you're here, and there's no communication. How do you grow?
Yeah.
How do you grow in that relationship? You don't know what is happening to that person.
Okay.
The person does not know what is happening to you.
All right.
So by the time you get married and the communication is not there, what kind of marriage is that?
And it's in communicating that you get to know what this person wants, what they don't want. So if you're not saying your feelings, if you're not talking and you're not saying, okay, what do you want? Or how many children are we going to have in this marriage? Where are we going to live? Are we going to accept relatives to be living with us? Such issues. So all these things
by
you
the
really
time you
need,
don't communicate,
to talk.
The understanding won't even be there.
Okay. All right. If you have just joined us, this is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And today our focus is love enough to sustain a marriage? You too can be part of this discussion when you call us on 090-3648-5868. That is 090-3648-5868 to share your opinion. Is love enough to sustain a marriage? Okay, Stephanie, I would ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you think people truly marry for love?
Well, I will say that would be a matter of choice or an individual thing. Yes, because people marry for different reasons.
Yeah.
Yes, there are I believe there should be this particular kind of people that marry for love, like they've achieved everything already, they've made money, they're just looking for companionship.
Yeah.
So this kind of people can just settle for love. They just want someone who will love them, who will care for them, not just someone who they're not even looking for children. Yes, so this kind of people might just go in for love. Okay, all they are looking for is just love. They don't even want children. They're not even looking for money. So they just want love. Yes, but then there are other people that strictly go into marriage as a business for money. Let me just say for money. Yes, if you're not rich, if you don't have money, they won't marry you. Yes, so in such relationships they don't look at love as a basics. Yes, their own is that, in fact, they've even kept love aside. He said no, love will grow. It doesn't matter if they love you or not. If they marry you, maybe people can just the love will grow. So people go into marriage for different reasons, so it's not just all about love.
All right, how about you, Kenneth? Do you think people actually marry for love these days?
From what I've seen from youth coming up today, I don't think love is what
They are marrying for.
you are marrying for.
Okay, so what do you
Just
think
like
is
Stephanie
this?
said, some they are marrying just for material things. Oh, this guy has this. I will
Okay.
go for him. Okay, I want to have that wedding of my dream. This
Yeah.
guy can give me that wedding of my dream. And after some few months, you see,
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Emanuela and I'm calling from Judges Quarters.
Okay, Manuela, can you tell us your opinion? Do you think people really marry for love these days?
No,
Okay, and why is that?
I don't think love alone can build a marriage,
Okay.
because if there is no trust, there is no respect.
Yeah.
So how do you think the marriage will go on?
Okay.
I don't think love alone.
Okay. Thank you very much for your contribution, Emanuela. Okay. I think Emanuela is on the same page with Stephanie and also Kenneth. She doesn't think that love alone can sustain
love
a
alone
marriage.
cannot.
Okay, but like I was saying, Kenneth, and you were saying, truly, people don't only marry for love.
Yeah.
But should it be so though? Like, should people actually be going to marriage? Maybe the
For
love
benefits.
is, yes, the love is absent, but they just want to
No,
whatever they are looking for.
no.
Okay, and what would you back that up with? What would be your reason for that?
One, just like the last caller said, love has to be there.
Okay.
The trust has to be there. You have that mutual understanding has to be there. Respect for one another has to be there. You just don't go into marriage for, oh, he has this, let me go and settle down.
Yeah.
All these components they have to be there for that marriage to work. That's why you see nowadays, you hear this person got married today. Just give them 2 months. I bet you that
Marriage is
marriage
over.
crashes. And that's all.
Yeah. Okay. If you have just joined us, this is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And today our focus is love enough to sustain a marriage? Okay, and you too can be part of this discussion when you call us on 090-3648-5868. That is 090-3648-5868 to share your thoughts. Do you think people truly marry for love these days? Okay, so back to you, Stephanie. Like I asked Kenneth, should it be so that people actually don't marry for love? Should it? Hello? Yeah, afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Angel, but I'm coming from North Bank, Macaulay.
All right, Angel, tell us your opinion. Do you think people truly marry for love these days?
My dear, the thing is complicated. Why I say so is that some that are ready to settle down for love then end up in wrong hands.
Okay.
While those that are out to gain, some end up well. So now, apart from being loved, love should be there and understanding should be there as well.
Okay.
If there's love without understanding, it can't work.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your contribution, Angel.
It's very difficult to find true love these days.
All
That's
right.
just the bitter truth.
All right.
Everybody is up to something.
Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys on your program.
All right. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you,
Angel.
Angel.
Okay. I think Angel is not far from what the previous caller said. And hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Brother Emmanuel Bouquet calling from River Rise.
All right, Brother Emmanuel, can you tell us, do you think people truly marry for love these days?
Yes, you see, love is very important in marriage.
Okay.
There is something I want us to understand about love. Love is like branches,
Okay.
a branch of a tree, while trust is like the foundation that holds the marriage.
Okay.
So in a situation whereby there is love without trust and communication in marriage,
Yeah.
the marriage can stand.
Okay.
Why? Because, see, somebody asked a question there and said, does that mean in the relationship there has been no communication before time? It is very difficult for you to go into a relationship with a woman in order to know the woman complete while she stays in her house.
Okay.
And when you come into the marriage, you know that marriage is all about learning and growing on daily basis.
Yeah.
For you to understand somebody's character well, even inside the marriage, takes a lot of time for you to understand the person well.
Yeah.
The situation whereby you've got married to a woman, after you have gotten married to the woman, there is no communication between you and the woman, no understanding, and there is no trust. You know, trust is truth. In the situation whereby there is no trust, automatically there is no truth in that marriage.
Yeah.
And you know, trust has a limit. And in the situation whereby trust expired, we discover that everything is destroyed.
Okay.
So my contribution in this topic is that only love cannot hold marriage unless the foundation comes together in order to hold the branches, which is trust and communication.
All right. Thank you very much, Brother Emmanuel. Okay. So, Brother Emmanuel has quite a lot to say, and he also mentioned learning and growing with each other, since you know, you cannot completely know your partner before actually marrying them. You know, we are not living together as should I say, people who are just dating. Not everyone lives together.
Yeah.
So how about
matter what,
you
can't completely know them. And then at times, you know, it's when you enter into this marriage, some things come up in marriage. So it's there that you can even know the level of endurance that the person can face. Then you are dating, maybe nothing happened to show that, okay, this is who this person is. Yes.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Lillian, and I'm calling from High Level.
All right, Lillian, what's your contribution?
See, my sister, let me just tell you.
Okay.
You see that love, you see person. Because if love alone dey for marriage,
yeah.
I tell you that marriage no go last though.
Okay.
Even 1 month, the whole thing go scatter.
Okay.
See those other attributes, if they no dey for your marriage, my sister, I beg, run.
All right.
Run away.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lillian, for your contribution.
Whoa.
Lillian advises us to run away if there are no other factors apart from love in marriages.
But are we not taking this thing too far? It's looking like love doesn't even matter at all.
Okay.
That's why the focus is love enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so back to what I was saying though. You know, we're saying you have to grow to learn learn about somebody who they should
you
have
can't
before.
know all just when dating.
But even before getting into that marriage, you have to know them for a bit, right?
Yes,
so
at
how
least.
about like our parents who were just given away without even knowing themselves? You know those days now. I've seen this man, he's well to do, he has a big farmland and stuff like that, and then they just give them away. They didn't actually get to know themselves. Boy, if you check, you know, there are some of these marriages that are doing
Very well, yes.
Do you think in that situation they actually trusted their partners before getting into those marriages, since they didn't even get to know them or stuff? Do you think they actually trusted
I feel they
them?
trusted blindly, yes, and then they trusted their parents.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay. I'm Sylvester from Nordback.
Okay, Sylvester.
About 70. If you like, call me Baba 70.
Okay, Baba 70. What do you have to say? Is love enough, and do people truly marry for love these days?
All right. I cannot judge these days, but the component of love, of marriage, first of all, you must love somebody. If not somebody you hate, you cannot talk of marrying that person.
Okay,
right?
all right.
And this love, is one type of particular characteristics that make that love unique.
Yeah.
And if that love is there, the complement that follows love, because marriage is not just something you come to test and go out.
Okay.
It's going to be something that you are going to live with for many years in your lifetime until that life expires. So, you are the component in love that hold the love to stand.
Okay.
Look at somebody you are dating, even though you live together in one house, you can never understand that person's character.
Yeah.
With 50%.
True.
If that dating life for 30 for 5 years, it's hard for you to understand that person 50% because each individual will never come out with his or her own particular type of character.
True.
In as much as you have promised that person, I'm dating you, I want you to be my life partner. You a man too, you have an area of pretending. The woman too have her own area of pretending because if she really show her character in the first place, you know, come and say, oh, no, this is not the kind of wife I want.
Okay.
And then a wife to discover a man with his own character immediately. No, this kind of a man is not the kind of man I'm going to stay with. I don't want somebody that will beat me up in the near future. So look, the issue in marriage that makes marriage to last long, endurance, because this person you are going to take as your partner is coming from a different family background.
Yeah.
The training is his or her own family, the culture, his understanding, her own understanding of life
Okay.
matters. So what is the biggest sacrifice in marriage? It's endurance.
Okay.
Endurance again must always be with patience.
All right.
Because both of you can friend each other at a given time as far as you live on.
All right.
So you must put this thing as if I'm going to date, or if I'm going to marry, these qualities I have to cultivate them. Because the qualities, nobody is born with those qualities.
Yeah.
You're going to cultivate qualities because the more you live life, the more you learn.
Okay.
And that is what the marriage to stand. But without loving somebody, you cannot dream of even thinking of marrying that person. First of all, love must come in.
Yeah.
Then
True.
the implement of love that makes love to grow. That is where tolerance comes, patience comes, and trust is number one because trusting means truth.
Yeah.
If both parties truth.
All
That
right.
means they are not trusting to themselves.
All right.
Are you getting my
Yes.
Like
Yes. All right. Thank you
If
very
that-
much, sir, for your
Yeah, that is a
contribution. Okay. He definitely has a lot to say.
say.
That's Baba 70, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he mentioned endurance as part of the factors that cannot be ignored in making that marriage last.
Wow.
That's apart from the love. And I think it's kind of connected to, he also mentioned like what in that aspect of communication where he said you cannot completely know a person. Like you cannot even know them up to 50% before you
Sure.
actually marry them.
Sure.
But then, like what I was asking before his call came in, our parents did not get to know their husband. Not all of them, but some of our parents were
Mary
just
Cynthia,
given away.
that's where that endurance
Okay.
and patience he was talking about comes in.
Okay. So how about the trust? I mean, you don't get to trust someone
No,
you
I
don't
feel,
know.
Of course, you.
From
so
there,
there's
it
blind
grows.
trust. Yes,
Okay.
you trust blindly at times. Yes, there are some things that you just feel. You just trust. Let's say your parents arranged it. Okay, I trust that my parents will know what is good for me.
All
So
right.
let me go with their choice, and they go into it, and they tell them, "Go, be patient, endure," and that's the mindset they go with.
So
So
that's-
they make sure that it must work, and
That's
it
more
ends
of
up working.
trusting your
Yes.
parents'
Judgment. Yes.
Okay. All right. If you have just joined us, this is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. You too can be part of this conversation when you call us on 090 3648 5868. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
sir.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
All right, my name is Mr. I'm calling from number.
All right. Can you tell us
Hello.
your opinion?
Okay, just contribute on this thing. what I know about this thing is that if there's no love, I think other things will not really matter because the first thing that matters in a relationship or marriage.
Okay.
And,
Sir, can you step away from your radio a bit? We are having difficulty hearing you. Hello. Okay.
Network issue.
Uh-huh.
Is he trying to say that love is enough for marriage?
I don't know.
Love
We can't
alone.
really
God,
judge
see,
that.
I when people say God that brought love, God that created love, is it wrong? Why can't love alone sustain marriage? I believe that actually when you love someone, you should be able to endure whatever. You should be able to forgive, even when this person does wrong to you
Yes,
in
Steph,
marriage. But because you love this person, you will still stand, even if there's no money.
The
And so,
endurance.
yes, you endure and stay, and it will work.
Okay.
So
Stephanie
let's
has
not be like.
has a point there too.
Okay.
Because there are times you find yourself in a situation where you say, why did I even go into this marriage?
Yes, you're
But
asking.
at times you go back and say, because of the love I have for this man. That alone will
Yes,
give
will
you
hold
that
you
edge
back.
for you to, it will hold you back and it will give you that edge to push ahead.
I
to
believe
keep
love
that
is
marriage.
something great. Love is actually
All right.
strong.
So what
You
do you
should be able
think,
to hold.
Stephanie, what role do things like, let's say, money play in a marriage, in keeping it strong? You know how money is now, in as much as people try to play that.
No, money is a strong factor. Is a strong factor. That's why the thing is that if you're in love now, if you choose to go with just love alone, the thing is that you're going to suffer. Yes, that's just it. Because you really need money. There are times where you need food. You need money to buy food.
Okay.
You need money to go to the hospital.
But it's not usually for better, for worse.
Yes,
for
that's why
richer,
you
for
take it.
poor.
That's why I say you will suffer because
Okay.
you're in richer, in poor. Yes, in poverty. I believe no one's going to be poor forever. The marriage is not going to be built on poverty forever. So somehow, but at that point where there is no money, and then, anyway, maybe some people just see that this person don't even have a job. And then you choose to still marry this person because I love him. So you now know what you're going into. That so no matter what, when I know now there's no money, you're just hoping that the money might come in. So why before the money comes, and you just know that you're going to have to endure. You have to take all that you can take, but you'll be taking it because you love the person.
Okay.
Because if money is going to make things easy.
All
Yes, but since the money is not there, it's just love. You're really going to have to endure.
That brings me back though to what you said. I know you mentioned love is pure, and that kind of strikes something. How many marriages are pure though? If there's really love in that marriage, and you said love is pure, but people cheat now. People go out there and cheat. Some are caught.
Yes.
Then imagine the ones that are not even caught. Okay, go on.
That is where you now have to forgive. Because you love this person, no matter what this person does, when this person cheats on me, because I love him, I'll still forgive him, and then we'll still make this marriage work. Yes,
Kenneth, please.
that is where
you have to comment
pure
on this.
love comes in.
Just like Steph is saying,
Okay.
if you have that pure and genuine love for that person,
You forgive.
that's why forgiveness too is part of this. In marriage,
Yes.
there must be forgiveness for it to work. If forgiveness is not there, marriage won't work.
Of course, because we
there
are
are
always
certain-
offending
let's forget
each
about
other.
cheating. There are other
yes.
things someone will do that you find it difficult to forgive that person.
But we can't
Would that-
actually forget about cheating though,
I-
because
I know.
you know that some of the times this
No, I
cheating
just
comes.
wanted to cite an example apart from cheating. Okay, maybe your partner, you say your partner should do something and then he waves it away for you, or he will tell you get out.
Even if they just lying too.
Okay.
Or lying.
But you know that this cheating.
So because of lying, you say, this marriage will not work again.
Or just because he cheats on you, like they say it rains everywhere. So where are you going to? You're going to leave your marriage just because someone.
But there's something though. This cheating is not just on the fact of the part of I'm going to forgive, or anyone can be forgiven, but sometimes that cheating comes with consequences. I mean, there are sicknesses, illnesses we don't even know about around, and then you're just sitting at home as the pure faithful husband or wife, and then your partner brings you one illness that you don't even know how to pronounce.
That's
Should
the price
you
of
still
love.
forgive in that?
Yes, that's the price you have to pay for love.
Hello,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I call it the angel from North Bank.
Okay,
Okay,
Angel.
Angel.
Let's
That
hear
word
it.
that Yeah, that word that my sister said that someone should endure, someone should forgive. I want to remind her that there's some endurance that will take a woman to her early grave.
Okay.
And there's some forgiveness that will make you, even though someone here was your person, to look at you as a foolish person.
Okay.
Let me share an example of this woman that sang Ekweme. Having this, she walk out of her marriage, she will be alive.
Okay.
But endurance and forgiveness end her in her early grave.
Okay.
They say we should learn more.
All right. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much
for
for
that.
your contribution, Angel. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess
I heard
that was
that.
directly at you.
Yeah, so
Stephanie.
in as much as I say that, the thing is that we should know our limits. Okay, where there is physical abuse or emotional abuse, these things are different. They work differently. Okay, endurance in the fact that there's no food, there's no money to buy a car, you have to trek. Such endurance is not the one that you're being physically abused or even emotionally abused. No.
Okay. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
my name is Monica and I am calling from Agbado.
Okay,
Monica
Monica,
from Agbado.
let's hear
Alright.
from you. Hello.
Being love enough is not good enough to enter inside marriage.
Okay, so what do you think should be another
Sometimes-
factor?
And maybe if you all understand yourself,
Okay,
it's better to
understanding.
enter. Yes,
All right.
understanding.
Thank you very much, Monica. Okay, so back to you, Stephanie. You were saying the endurance in sense of when there's no car, there's no material
Yes,
things.
yeah,
But I mean that very cheating part though. Should there be like should I say a number of times that somebody will do something, or how frequently?
See, as Christians, we are to forgive. So we should look at the God that created love. We should look at God's way. We should follow God's footsteps. Yes, and I believe when you trust in God and you trust in what he can do, God will come true for you too. Yes, so God, as you're praying for this man, as you're forgiving and praying for this man, I believe he will definitely change. Yes. So but we should know our limits anyway.
Okay,
yes.
but the way you're making reference, you can be saying as you're praying for this woman, she will definitely change as well. Okay, Kenneth should be the one saying that since you're on this other side. But okay, like you said, if you love someone, you should be able to endure,
at least
right?
to some point,
So
to some
that
length.
abuse you mentioned, why are we not enduring that? But before that, let's take this call. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, hello.
good afternoon.
Afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Stephanie. I'm calling from Kansho.
Okay, Stephanie
Well,
from
Stephanie,
Kanshu.
nice to hear.
Let's hear from you.
Okay. About this discussion,
Yeah,
if a man cheat on me in my marriage,
yeah.
oh God, forgiving no dey this matter again.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Forgiving no dey this matter at all.
okay,
As you dey your own, you like that woman wey dey outside. Me, I dey my own. I go like another man wey dey outside. Thank you.
All right,
That's
Stephanie.
serious.
Thanks for your
Stephanie,
contribution.
that's harsh. That's harsh.
That's Stephanie there. Oh, anyway, that's our take. Yes, these things work differently. There are some people who can actually take these things. Some can't take them. So yeah, do what works for you. Anyway, we can't force it.
But like
on
I was
anyone.
saying though about the abuse.
As individual differences.
Yeah, abuse. No, that's to the extreme.
Okay, the love
yes,
should not
that's
reach
to
like
the
that.
extreme. Yes, because like the other caller said, this can lead to death. So yes, we shouldn't
I
take
believe
that.
in her case, she was physically being abused,
Okay,
not just emotional torture.
but you know that if you are saying and even with the sicknesses, you can still forgive. It's not too far different
That's
from
why
abuse,
I say we should
right?
know our limits anyway. Yeah, we should know our breaking points. Yeah, so when it gets to that level,
But why
should
wait
know
and
what to
forgive
do.
cheating and then you land with the sickness? Is it that you will forgive when he doesn't bring the sickness back, but then if he brings it back, then that's when you're not going to forgive?
That depends. It should be a personal choice, okay? But just saying you're leaving your marriage because someone cheats in the marriage should not be reason enough, okay? And it depends on the basics and why this was done and who you are.
Okay.
Yeah, so we should consider
Well, Mary Cynthia,
some things.
Yeah.
Everybody has his or her own way that will make his or her own marriage work for
All
him
right.
or her.
Okay.
Just like she's saying, maybe somebody will cheat. They will forgive, and their marriage will moves on.
Okay.
Why others, just like Steph said there, that you
No
go your own, no
forgiveness.
forgiveness.
Yes.
So it's
because
it's
maybe
a
she won't
personal
be able
thing.
to cope in that marriage anymore. Even though she forgives, she might not forget. It might tend to affect the marriage. So it's better to walk away.
Okay.
Yes.
If you have just tuned in, this is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And our focus for today is love enough to sustain a marriage? You too can be part of this discussion when you call us on 090-3648-5868. That is 090-3648-5868. Okay, so back to you, Stephanie. Let me start with you with this question. Why do you think some marriages fail even when love is present? Why do you think some marriages fail even when love is present? Is there something lacking? If there's something lacking, what is that thing that is lacking?
Well, I guess that's why we are saying love alone is not enough. So
Okay.
marriages fail even when love is there. It might still end up failing because, like, some people marry and then they're having challenges with bearing children. So these are issues where some people can't take it anymore. They feel they're getting older. They might die without leaving a seed behind. So in such cases, you see most people going their separate ways because or they look for other alternatives to get children, and this doesn't go well with the other partner, and then the marriage ends up not working. Or once they feel it's the fault of the other one person, they might still decide to walk away. So issues like this, most people can't take it. They can't even keep waiting because they feel time is against them. So they had to look for other alternatives. So they walk out of the marriage. And then some people, there are pressures from family. Maybe they both from both families. They might be so pressurized that they couldn't take it anymore. Or maybe the family doesn't like the wife and all that. Issues like that, or both families. And so they feel they are being abused. They are not treated right, and so they walk away.
Okay.
So it's all about endurance. Anyway, to a point, you endure, and then you can't endure anymore.
All right.
So yes.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Doti. I'm from Webekota.
Doti, can you speak out loud? We can't hear you.
Okay. My name is Doti. I'm from Webekota.
Okay, well.
Okay, so why do you think some marriages fail even when love is present?
What is there is confusion.
Confusion.
Okay.
You know, some people, they don't forgive like that girl. Say people can't you.
Yeah.
Say she cannot forgive about cheating.
Okay.
But if you say they really share this thing, if you reach her,
My.
if you really reach her,
Okay.
it's because of the share and not the go ahead and be able to get her.
Okay.
So we should just forgive for that one.
All right.
And another thing is say, what makes people really complain to say, they will just see you with what you do to make money come into your life.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your contribution, Doti. Okay, so Kenneth, quickly, why do you think some marriages fail even when love is present?
Okay. Well, that's why earlier on when we started, I told you, first of all, you need to have trust, mutual respect for one another.
Yeah.
You need to be committed. You need to compromise.
Yeah.
And when these things are not in that marriage, I bet you that marriage will crash.
Okay. So it's definitely like the reasons why.
Yeah,
even
love
when
will
there's
be
love,
there, but these things, if these things are not there, the marriage will definitely crash.
the love could even fade.
Fade away, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but then love can actually
Love.
grow back, you know.
Well,
But
well,
when you just
well-
hold on with other things, okay, what if these other things are no longer there? Now, like people who marry for material things, what if the money is no longer there?
That's why you see them
Yes.
going their way, their separate way.
Because they marry just because of these things. So I believe love stands the test of time anyway.
Okay. All right. Okay, so back to you, Stephanie. I would like you to mention again. I know you have mentioned some in the course of this discussion. Can you mention some things aside from love that could keep a marriage, could sustain a marriage, just so that people that are listening out there would be able to grab some of those points and maybe apply to their own marriages?
Yeah, like, when it comes to marriages, I feel there's no manual for marriage.
Okay.
Yes. Do what works for you. Because if you say you will look at the other person's marriage, yeah, I know we can have role models in marriage, but then, see, you're not living with these people, so you don't know what they actually do in their marriage. They might come out to tell you that this is it, but I bet you that's not it. So do what works for you. But basically, like we've been saying, factors like love, respect, understanding, communication, these ones are basics. They should be there. But beside this, then just look inward and look at how you know how you met this person, so you know how to make it work. You know this person more than anyone else, so when two of you come together, you can work it out together.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Ken, how about you? Is there a final word what you think is essential that should be in marriages to maybe make it work?
Okay, they should also share value goals together. You grow together as a family. If your husband is down, be there to push him from behind.
Okay.
And you go together.
Support.
That support, it's very important in marriage. Because, okay, say for instance now, okay, you lost your job, you don't have anything doing. Okay, your wife has a business, and she keeps on looking down on you. Okay, you don't have. By the time you do that, maybe that marriage will crash. But by the time you come together and build together, it's better.
All right. Okay. And that will be all for Speedy Talk today on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And today we have been looking at, is love enough to keep a marriage going? And clearly, while love is very important, it needs to be supported. So don't forget to remember, true love shows itself through actions and not just feelings. So stay tuned for our upcoming Speedy Talk programs and more. At exactly 3:54, the Speedy Kids will be wishing you a happy birthday, and then at exactly 4 p.m. after the news, Speedy Lane comes up. You have been listening to Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I've been your host, Mary Cynthia. I wasn't here alone. I was here with
Kenneth Kwafanuti
and Stephanie.
all right, and together we are saying bye.
Bye.